January 6th school board meeting to order at 6:02. And do we have a pledge?
Yes, we do.
We do.
Student?
Carson.
We do. Carson, come on up with me. So Mrs. Franchini was sad she couldn't be here tonight because she really wanted to introduce Carson. But he said it was okay if I introduced him. So this is Carson Hannock. Carson is a second grader in Mrs. Hammond's class. So he had Mrs. Gleason as his teacher for quite a while this year as a long-term sub, but Mrs. Hammond is back. So he's back with Mrs. Hammond. He loves all of his lamps classes. And the lamps classes are, what are the lamps classes, Carson?
Music, gym, art,
library,
Spanish.
Yeah, you got them all.
Music.
And music. His favorite ones are art, PE, and music, he says. And he also really loves to learn addition. That's his favorite thing to learn at school. And he likes recess with his friends, of course. And outside of school on Tuesdays, did you say?
Yeah.
Did we take you away from wrestling today?
Yeah.
Oh, no. He wrestles on Tuesdays. I think we took him away from wrestling today. Oh, gosh. Well, thanks for being here for us, Carson. So Carson's going to lead us in the pledge. All right, going to turn right around there. Ready? Go ahead and start.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nice job. Good job, Carson. Oh, what's up with your list? Yeah. She signed up for 3, right?
She may say that for more.
She signed up for 3. Oh, look.
Oh, Becky, I don't have the post. Huh? It's out front?
It's out front.
Okay,
Okay, so proof of posting is out front.
that's correct.
And then we have the school district moderator and clerk. Welcome. How is everybody?
Well, we are both well, I believe.
All right. So warrants, we have.
2.
Yes, we have numbers 2, number 3, and there will be a number 4 that we're voting on tonight, which is a petition warrant article.
I heard.
Yes.
Come on, I was looking at 5 minutes.
Last year, what did we have? 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Last year was a long one.
On Saturday, yeah. Yeah. So I'll make the motion.
2 years ago was 7 minutes. I was looking at 5 this year. We only had 2. Now we've got
Yeah.
3. Come on.
Yeah. And then I'll make the motion, Mark will second.
You and then Mark?
Yes.
Fabulous.
Any questions? I'm assuming it'll be a well-attended meeting.
Maybe, yeah, who knows? We'll be fine, we'll be fine. I'm curious about the petition warrant article, because I'm fairly confident that you passed the other warrant articles through council, and they've been approved, so I'm a little
Yep.
curious about that article.
This has been
It has been sent to our
submitted.
attorney.
Yes, okay,
And the modifications were requested,
okay,
but not made.
okay, that's cool.
So,
That's correct.
Petitioners, right?
Yes.
Not making changes.
and it's a tax warrant article, so there's that.
Is it legal?
Yes.
It's legal, but it's
Legal
not
as
accurate.
It's not, our attorney looked at it, made recommendations, to, not to change the intent, but to
Sure. Legal.
make it correct. Like, for example, it states, I believe, it's written to the council.
It's written to the select
Selectmen-
board.
Selectmen, and not us.
And then there was another, but, there was another piece.
Cited the wrong RSA, didn't you?
Oh,
He
it
did
says-
cite the wrong RSA.
Right, the RSA, that was the second one, was the RSA was not accurate.
Yeah, so, but the first article is the one with the signatures.
That's, this is just a blank copy.
Okay.
Without the signatures.
All right.
But that's the
Yeah.
warrant article itself.
So there may be modifications made.
The signatures have been verified by the town hall, so,
Very good.
Yeah, so hopefully,
and we'll put it, the verbiage that we were given, we'll put onto the ballot. You know, that
yeah, we're
will-
voting on it tonight.
The board will vote on the third one tonight.
I'm sorry, but run that past me again. The verbiage you were given by council, is that
No.
what's gonna go?
No,
Oh, the one that came from the petition.
petitioner.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Anything else?
No,
February 5th, 6 PM, Moore School Gym.
February
That's the
5th,
Thursday,
February 5th, okay?
6th, right?
Yes. Snow date, the 6th.
Wait, snow day's the Friday?
Friday,
Saturday.
6th, the
Saturday.
7th, Saturday.
is the
Saturday.
7th.
Saturday.
Yep.
So
At-
fingers crossed,
at
though.
9 AM, right?
Yeah, it's at 6 though, I have 5 down. Is it at
We
No,
meet at
have a re-
5.
We have a meeting at 5. We then do a quick
Transition
one,
down there.
and we leave by 5:45, and we mosey on down.
Big Dylan time to set.
Oh, yeah.
With the portable part, right?
Becky, on the 5th, you guys will set everything up?
We will.
I'm usually been so diligent about being here nice and early. I was telling Becky, I might not be here as early this year as I am, running solo on drama, where I usually am before day. So I have to wait for every kid to get picked up.
Oh,
So I will
those
get here
days.
as quickly as I can.
Gotcha. We'll be all set up for you.
Excellent, thank you.
Is there a copy of the petition warrant article in our packet?
No.
Do you have copies when we go to vote on it?
It was, I think we didn't bring the copies. Becky,
We have
I
email.
can make copies.
make copies.
Thank you.
I went to pick up the live one from the tax collector, but she had a line of people, so.
And the person that submitted it declined to make
That's
the
correct.
changes, okay.
So it just goes forward like that?
We
I
could-
asked all those questions.
But somebody can motion to change the delivery, and then whoever's at the delivery votes on the change.
Also, it's not a majority vote,
Yeah, it's a
2/3.
2/3.
60%, I'm sorry. It's not, it says majority vote, but it's not a majority vote.
So
Thanks, it's a majority.
it's a 2/3.
Yeah.
Two-thirds.
I'm checking the lawyer's letter.
Oh,
The RSA is wrong. 3/5 majority,
3/5.
3/5.
60%. Not majority vote.
Why does the school board have it and not the town?
Because it's a school
It's
article. And the town told them
RSA
to.
32.5C authorizes the district annual meeting to adopt the tax cap. I'm not gonna go on, but the statute, I asked our lawyers that question, and this is what they gave us.
Okay.
So it's like an expensive reply.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very expensive reply, actually.
It was.
The town had one too.
Same person?
Okay.
They had the town lawyer look at it.
Oh, I thought you said the town had a similar warrant.
No, no, no. There was
No,
a
it cost
selectman
the
who,
town.
there was a selectman who had the town review it without permission.
That sounds like a conflict of interest.
So do we wanna move on without Becky, or?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're good?
When are you gonna be discussing that warrant article?
Well, you can take it out of order if you want.
You wanna take it out of order?
Yeah, why not? You just take the agenda, just move it on.
Alright, you wanna vote on it?
That's, we get the copies of it.
Thanks.
Is it appropriate for me to ask to see a copy of that?
Sure. Public doc.
Oh, sorry. You want one, Jen?
I'll just look at Clark's.
Okay.
Eventually you're gonna send it to me, so. You all ready?
Do you have any clock on my phone?
Yeah, perfect. And again, we as we discussed this at our December meeting briefly. The issue is the RSA that's referenced here is, according to our attorney, not the correct RSA. Also, it's to the Board of Selectmen and not to the Candia School Board. And then the third issue where it says majority vote, under this RSA, it's a 3/5 for a 60% vote. These items were, we made the petitioner aware of the concerns our attorney brought up, and no changes were made.
So have you, since he declined to make the changes, have you had any other further communication with him? Do you know if he's gonna be amenable to these, because they are,
It didn't appear that he was amenable to making any changes.
even
When
after,
when he came.
even
He didn't
after
want-
we
he didn't wanna get
explained
it
that
recessed.
these were based on the
Yeah,
lawyer's advice?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe part of the response we received was, I had an attorney look at it too.
So we can, or someone at the meeting can amend it, and then it would go to the body for a vote.
If they amend it, sorry. If you amend it there, do they need 25 new signatures?
No.
Tax warrant.
Thank you.
I just have a question. If it doesn't get amended, like the intent is legal, right? But it actually has, according to our attorney anyways, information that's legally incorrect. Does that invalidate the warrant if it passes? I mean, because people are voting on something that's not in line with New Hampshire state law.
What, it would, my understanding is it wouldn't be. You put it forward, and if, for example, if they don't get 60, if it doesn't get 60%, they got 54%, it fails because the statute overrides whatever's there.
Yeah.
So,
And if it doesn't, it has the wrong RSA and everything else on it, then it doesn't really make sense.
I agree.
We'd have to go to the lawyer and figure that out, right? Although he'll be at the,
And we'll
Meeting.
we'll have an attorney present. I'll have him briefed on it.
Yeah, my concern is that just whatever goes to the ballot is actually in line with the law.
Yeah.
So people are voting on something that's accurate, that's all. And it sounds like there's a potential that could.
Well, we
you
know,
could have some.
we believe there are 3 errors.
I'm just looking for his email. Safi Williams.
Madam Chair?
Yes, Clark.
So Dana, to your point, part of what I would do, what's important to me as your moderator, is to speak to the person who wrote the petition and let him know there are some factual errors within this. Would you care to correct them? Because it's important for the body to understand exactly what they're voting on in March. So I will provide that opportunity to the petitioner. And I assume you're gonna let him speak to this.
Oh, absolutely. Just like any
But
other.
my concern is even if there's a motion by him or anybody present at the deliberative to correct it and that motion fails, it then legally would have to go forward with inaccurate information on it, and that's what the voters are gonna see, and I just, yeah, that's not,
I agree, that's unpalatable. That is something we do not want. But I would hope that the body would understand that these changes aren't impacting, and I'll explain this obviously, these are not gonna impact the intent or the direction of this particular warrant article. It's for clarification, so that the people vote understand what they're voting on.
And that's what we tried to convey when we addressed it with the petitioner.
Mhm.
At the time, it didn't appear he was interested in doing that, clarifying it.
did the budget committee go over this, and vote on this article?
I was not at that meeting, I was traveling.
So
Just
just,
know if discussion of these issues came up then?
No, it went, so, they didn't discuss it at the school meeting because we hadn't voted on it yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know, the next night was the town meeting, so I don't know if they discussed it. But they'll be discussing it next Wednesday, the 14th.
Okay. That might be a good time to bring it up.
so even if the petitioner does not want to correct these factual errors, anybody, any member of the body, any member of the board could make a motion to correct those errors.
Deliberative session.
Right, and our
Absolutely.
attorney said that's where it really should take place. Not, it shouldn't be the school board to do that. It should be
Yeah,
from,
I would agree. You don't want to mess with someone else's
should be
petition.
from the
Yeah,
floor.
that's good advice.
If we make changes, there's a vote on the changes.
Should be good, don't wanna change it
If
now.
it fails, it stays the way it is.
So I will have to get the original from Candy.
We
She's
pro-
not.
we should get the original back, because it was, it's meant to be to this board,
It is.
but we have the language, you already have the
Yes.
language here, so we'll just put it into the warrant article as presented.
So what's the purpose of just to move it forward tonight, or
Yeah, so it can
You don't
be
have to,
presented.
you can vote for it or against it.
what does that mean if we vote, I've never voted against?
It would, hypothetically, if a board of 7 members voted again, or they all voted against a warrant article, it would read 0-7,
But it's
right?
still,
Becky? So-
Well, besides,
No, I know, but I did a hypothetical.
yeah, like 5, because you have a board of 5.
Right, but hypothetically, it would read 0-7.
but that's just symbolic, right? Because he met the minimum threshold for the signatures, and it's gonna get moved
Right, but,
forward anyway.
but the vote by the board, the school board, tells voters, you're not in favor of it, or you are in favor of it.
Yeah.
Do we have a motion to?
Kinda have to.
All right.
I
I make
mean,
them,
I think we should move it forward because it was submitted by,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let the voters
That's
decide. I
Yeah.
just, again, I'm concerned. I hope it gets corrected. It's a deliberative, that's
so how would the motion go? Like, we don't accept it?
No,
or-
you
do
make it in the positive, motion to accept the petition as presented.
Okay.
The residents
Want me to make a
petition.
motion?
Yeah,
warrant
sure.
article.
I move that we move to, or we recommend the citizens petition warrant article go on the school warrant this year.
All those in favor of putting it forward?
I think there's a difference between putting it forward and voting in favor of the warrant article.
The reason I'm voting to put it forward is because he followed the legal procedure that's available to residents, and
But you can-
the voters have the right to make this
But-
Right, but
decision,
you-
whether we,
But it's gonna go forward
It's
anyway.
gonna go forward
Yeah.
regardless,
Yeah.
but the
We
town will
need-
think we
need
support
you
it.
to- We need you to kind of rephrase your motion. You need
well, I
to say,
just
I
said,
wanna,
I wasn't in favor, I said to move it
right.
forward.
But if they see a vote of school board votes for it 4-0, they're gonna say school board supports it.
That's correct.
Okay.
It goes
And it's-
forward, you don't need to say move it forward, you just like we did for the.
So we're just
the budget.
recommending it like then, like the budget
Right,
committee
so
does
if you
with the
don't wanna
budget.
recommend it, and you can make the motion to recommend it,
Okay,
and then everyone can vote yes, everyone can vote no, it could be 2-2, however you guys wanna vote.
Right.
all right, so then, would be no.
So, do you wanna amend the,
Gee, I'll
It's okay.
withdraw the,
Okay.
I haven't had to do this
The motion
before.
is to recommend the petition.
You withdrew it.
No, I said to move it forward. not
it's going to be
recommend.
to recommend,
Yeah,
right?
so I'll make if we wanna withdraw that motion, I'll make a new one. I move that we, and I can make it in the affirmative
That's
or
correct.
negative, and we'll just vote.
Make it in the
All right,
affirmative vote.
so I move that we do not recommend
That's
approval.
negative.
No, you gotta make it in the positive.
Oh, what?
You can make a motion that we recommend it, and
You
then we
can
can all
vote either
vote
way.
against it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not,
re-
I
I
didn't write
vote-
Robert's rules. I just try to interpret them.
We've never had to do one of these before.
I know.
I
don't you
move
do it?
that we recommend passage
The
of this,
petition is warrant
of this citizens petition warrant article.
Right, all those in
that right?
favor?
The
Just one
motion's
second.
required?
Oh, and Meredith second.
Okay.
Now you vote.
So those, all in favor of the article as written? All those not in favor?
Right, thank you.
Okay,
Can I keep this?
yes,
You weren't doing your
I
lot.
was just thinking that.
okay. So we're good, we
We're
can
good
move
now.
on. All right,
Oh, you have to make a motion to, oh, you squeeze them both together?
squeeze what, we,
What?
To approve it.
So-
Oh, so it's on the ballot, but.
and we don't,
The board,
not in favor of it.
board's not in favor of it.
Got it. I'm just wondering how I typed this up. I got it. I'm good. You wait behind the piece of paper. I'm good. Don't worry about my minutes.
So we're good? We can move on? All right, thank you for coming. See you on the 5th.
It's not gonna be 5 minutes now.
I know. Next we have our Pinkerton liaison, Rebecca. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are all of you guys?
Good.
All right. So January is going to be pretty slow, but tonight we have an 8th grade preview night, and tomorrow dance has a performance. Course night is going to be on the 15th. We have no school MLK Day, which is on the 19th, and then we have our midterm exams the 20th through the 23rd. And then we have an elective information day on the 26th, and that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, thank you.
Next, we have 3 sets of minutes. First one would be from November 6th. Yes, I'll be right here. Do we have a motion to,
I move to approve the meeting minutes from November 6th.
all those in favor? And second, we have the non-public meeting minutes from November 6th.
I'll move to approve the non-public minutes for the meeting on November 6th.
Sure, yeah.
Second.
Oh, I remember that. We were in the music room. No, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. I remember. So Heather made the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Dana seconds. All those in favor accepting the non-public minutes from November 6th? Aye. And then the minutes from December 8th, which, this is the one I was not here. Oh, this was our quick little meeting
Yes.
that we had.
Our meeting, non-meeting.
Yeah. Do we have a motion to accept those?
Thank you.
Move to approve the meeting minutes from December 8th.
Heather seconds. All those in favor? Aye.
I'm going to abstain.
Are you here?
I was not here.
Oh, okay. We have our first opportunity for the public to address the board. Hi, welcome back. All right, superintendent updates.
Yep, just want to add that, one item that's not in the agenda this, Friday. I am meeting with a candidate for the interim
Oh.
assistant superintendent's position, along with Becky, Stacy, our special ed directors from Auburn and, Hooksett, to meet the candidate, to see if she would be interested in, working for us. She can only work part-time because she's a retired assistant superintendent. But we, having the meeting Friday to see if we're a good fit for each other.
Good.
Is that an in-state candidate?
Yep, yep, and we'll be, posting for the permanent position probably in early to late February, mid-February, I should say.
I didn't have any questions. Let's see, the December principals report?
I know, it's old.
Well, I had a question, because the numbers for student services, it looked like, I mean, the trend is going downward, which is awesome, but it looks like possible 9 for this year?
And actually, so I read the numbers again, so as of January 1st, we're at 60 with a possible 69 students. So here at Henry Moore, we're at currently 19.14% identified, which is actually on par with the state of New Hampshire, which is 19.9. But if the additional students that we still have in process are found eligible, we would increase to 22.97%. And we just shifted our numbers because we just move in.
Would it be a significant cost?
Not a significant cost, it's just something to watch here because, like I wrote in the report, our case managers, we have 3 case managers supporting, preschool to 8th grade. That it's very difficult for them to service that many grade levels. So really just, and their caseloads have grown, but there won't be an additional cost this year, it's just something to watch over time.
Okay. That's awesome. That was my only question.
At least as of today.
Yeah. I mean, it was a change, it really,
It's
it honestly
always-
changes
Just a
so
caveat.
fast here.
There's always that caveat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the color fun run for the raising funds.
Yeah.
For the circus dog. Okay, standing committees. Mine is a never-ending drama budget, but we're getting to the end. January 14th, 6:30 p.m. If anybody would like to come see the last public hearing.
There was a 20-something.
They moved it.
Oh, they
It's
moved
what
it?
time?
Oh, so they did move it?
They did move it, the 14th at 6.
What
They
day
were
of the
just
week is
looking
that?
at it.
It's Wednesday.
That's what it is. How come they're doing it at 6? They usually do it at
Sorry,
7?
6:30. They used to meet at 7, now they meet at 6:30. Oh, Mark's not here for building, but whatever. Any other questions? Questions on goals?
The only one that we didn't highlight that we should have is, I mean, it's in process. I mean, we try to improve. I mean, you do a great job of communicating.
I'm just wondering if less is more because they don't care for my communication. But I don't understand how you can just make a decision without facts and knowledge of how the workings of the school is. You're not just gonna deduct money and have no idea why or how and just gonna do it. But I don't know how to.
It's hard to combat.
Well, you give them the facts, the figures, there's nothing hidden. We're not, providing McDonald's to kids in South Africa or whatever is going on in the world. Like, we're open books, we answer every single question, we return money if we can, there's not much more we can do. So, it's sad, but anyway. Live stream data discussion? Oh, yeah, we had the numbers.
Yeah, so we looked at, there's been one live view the whole time, and that's Dylan. So there's no one viewing live any month.
Since we started?
Since we started in February of '25, yeah. As far as unique views, we could only go back to September for unique viewership. And for September, October, November, it was 14, 15, and 16.
that
I am
people-
definitely one of those. Dylan is
Is
definitely one
that
of
people
those.
that come in and watch it?
Come in and watch it after the
it
fact.
goes-
That was September,
Yeah.
October, November?
September, October, November.
Okay.
Yeah, 14, 15, 16. Now we can see how many views, but there is sometimes it's like we go in and check for different things.
Yeah.
And that ranged anywhere from 21 to 65 our first month because we were in there like doing all kinds
Well,
of
yeah.
playing around. So probably on average, I'd say like 30. But again, unique viewers is 14, 15, 16.
Is Dylan over there?
He is, yeah.
Can you tell how many are viewing right now?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Besides yourself
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Tiffany, who's here.
Nobody besides me.
Okay, thanks.
So, I mean, if somebody asks us to do the Zoom again, you might want to say, well, what
We've
for?
never had a viewer live.
We do have 63 followers on our Facebook school board page.
Yay.
Good.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if people like it, like, I'm sorry, I forgot his name.
Clark?
I know, the boy who did the play.
Oh, Carson.
Oh, Carson.
Like Carson was supposed to be at wrestling tonight, so I'm wondering if people aren't, they have other things going on, they're not live viewing right now, but maybe they are going back after and watching. I don't know.
No more than 12, 13, and 14 though, the last 3 months, because like I said, I'm a view and Dylan's a view. We
Was
know
that
that.
each for each month or total for the 3 months?
Each month.
Each month.
Each month. One was
Oh, I went
14,
in.
one was 15, one was 16.
In November.
And that's what many people, Hooks, it's the same way. We don't get a lot of live viewers. If there's a issue, a hot topic, you might get a few more live views, but people will come in and watch it, but the numbers are very low, even for them, on a monthly basis.
We're gonna move, update to overdue food services to another
Yeah, we
meeting.
need to table it because the amount is above our threshold, and they checked our policy, and we have to do a public hearing.
New business, we voted on the warrant article. Next is the Patriot
Yep,
Plumbing barn.
Colleen emailed me, actually back in November. There's leaks in the barn, and she just wanted to, make us aware of the issue, and they're willing to make the repairs, but wanted to make the board aware of it first, and I said I wanted to let you guys know. I'd like to respond back to her if she could get us an estimate as to what it would cost. I mean, if it's just like minor stuff, I think they'll do it, but if it's significant work, I think we need to see an estimate first before we approve anything.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, see what the scope of the work actually is. But she wanted to make us aware of it, which we appreciate.
Next is the new morning contract discussion.
Yep, our new mornings contract is scheduled to expire at the end of this year. I would like to enter into negotiations with them to renew them for another, I think it's 3 years. It's the current contract.
So you just need us to approve you entering?
No, I'm telling
Okay,
you,
you're-
it's
okay.
just notification.
All righty.
I'll bring the contract with, to approve once we get it.
Everything's going well with them?
Yeah.
They have somebody new
That,
doing their finances.
everything's going well with New Mornings?
Everything's going well. Yep.
Well,
Yep,
we had
I've
those
heard.
issues, that was before Bill, I mean,
I think
Yeah.
when I first came
Yeah,
on.
they
had
changed
Christina
To
took
the
rec-
care of
site
that.
director, and things have been going well since. I know there's been one issue this year that I was made aware of, but to my knowledge, it's been resolved.
Topics for Pinkerton sending town meeting.
Right, that's the third Thursday in January. You guys have any topics you want us to send them? Okay.
Budget increase cap.
how about never considering changing the starting time?
Yeah.
Is that a good one?
I really don't wanna hear it either.
It's the only thing I could think of, so.
Okay, so we don't have any, that's fine.
Next is the expenditure report summary. I had a question. We have paid the 42,206 for the health.
Yes,
Is the other amount encumbered some?
it is not. It is not, but part of the reason is because we're funding it from some of the revenue.
Oh,
So I would still have to encumber it. You're still gonna see it reflected on the expenditure report. But keep in mind, that we're using some revenue.
yeah, the electricity.
Yeah, and I also have some good news to share.
Yay.
Last Friday, we got the special ed aid, and we ended up with an additional $40,000 over what we anticipated, which was awesome, so we
Is that
got the
CAT aid,
90%,
Steve? Is that CAT aid or
Yep.
just special ed aid? CAT,
formerly CAT aid.
yeah, formally CAT.
Formerly,
It's catastrophic.
oh,
special ed.
okay.
That's great.
So that's for this budget season or next?
So
Okay,
this year.
this year.
I
okay.
would like to encumber that balance. Just so, we'll see it on the expenditure report.
That was my only, question. Bummer. I mean, I hate to say it, but we are running kinda tight.
We usually do. You know,
Yeah.
I just, you know,
Any questions? Anybody else have any questions?
I don't have any questions about that. I just have one question. Do we have a winter maintenance budget line item?
not specifically.
Not specifically, it's grouped with
It would be
something else?
part, it would be in building. Grounds.
Grounds, okay. Thank you.
I have a question, does it look like all those, I mean, the last winter, there was repeating boiler issues, have those all been?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard anything at all and it's January now. Is everything with the boiler all set? Or
Well, there was a leak last week. It was water, but it was taken care of, wasn't a big issue.
Yeah.
Right now, our sewer pumps are a bigger issue.
Right.
So we're looking into whether they need to just have repair or replacement. So I'm waiting on quotes for that.
But the boilers have been, we haven't had any issue.
Have we
I don't
had
wanna
any of
jinx
the
it.
emergency?
There was
Oh.
water that one day, but they've been able to be up and running every day. Yeah,
And
they're watching them very closely.
The notification system is working?
Yes.
we still using the same company, right? Because I don't remember.
No, we changed.
No,
We
we changed
did.
companies.
We changed
Yeah.
out because of the issues we have.
Who's on manifest this?
And the phones haven't gone down in quite some time either.
I know.
You guys are just really,
Go
you're
Dylan.
throwing the jinx
That's
at
all
us.
Mr. Amazine, that the phones haven't gone down. They used to go down a lot.
Like once a week, I think.
Felt like
Mark
it.
is not here, so I will do it. Am I allowed to do it?
Yes.
Okay,
Of
for
course
the
you are.
manifest, I'll make the motion that we approve the December 5th through January 6th of $921,178.04.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And we have a co-curricular nomination. We have a motion.
Just get the, ask the board to approve Alyssa Grant as assistant volleyball coach.
Move that we approve the superintendent's nomination of Alyssa Grant as the assistant volleyball coach.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. Oh, Dana, policies. Are you
So-
getting them all in before you go
There's a
or
lot,
what?
Yeah.
We're trying.
Seriously.
So there's no changes on the second read policy, so I'll just go ahead and make the motion to approve those. Move that we approve as a second read policies JLCD, administering medication to students, JIC, student conduct, and IJ, instructional resources plan.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye. And on the first read policies, we have one new one, that's for the therapy dog, we need a policy for that.
Oh, yeah.
There's two that we're gonna eliminate, or we recommend eliminating, and then there's a bunch, like you said, we've been trying to do more and just get through them. Most of them are just minor language changes. So, does anybody have any questions on any of them?
First read admission of resident.
What is the other one?
JFA.
So, is,
We want to,
Yeah, I see this one, but is,
we want to eliminate vendor
This one.
relations.
and that one, don't worry about it.
why is that one being eliminated?
Because it's optional, it's not required by law. What was, I don't have my notes in front. Do you remember, other than it being optional, why we had decided to recommend eliminating JLIF?
Read my notes again.
I think that one was because we would have to be monitoring the registry all the time. And if we neglected to notify with, like, we didn't even have a time frame, like, then we would be liable if something happened. It just felt like it was more of a liability than a help. We will still put notice out that this is where it is, this is where you can find it, like we do now. But our policy was putting the responsibility on us to monitor it and, you know, update everyone when
Our
there were
advice
updates.
from the attorney was that we would be if we
Yeah.
missed it, if we missed a name
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
then
there'd be liability there. Yeah.
Any other questions? or-
That physical education one is quite interesting.
Which one?
Physical education, or the physical, what's it?
Daily
Daily,
physical
Yeah, it's not
activity.
PE, it's just daily physical activity. Yep.
You good then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I move that we eliminate policies D, JG, vendor relations, and JLIF.
No, that was previously eliminated. We need it because of the
auditors need us.
Oh,
to have-
Oh, it says
previously
previous
eliminated.
eliminate.
All right, I thought
Oh, I
it
thought
was
it meant
eliminate,
eliminate
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I
no,
misread
it's
it too.
just
All right,
JLIF.
so then I move that we eliminate policy JLIF, receipt and use of sex offender registry information.
Anybody want a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.
All right, and then I move that we approve as first read policies JFAA, admission of resident students, IGAA, therapy animals, IMAH, daily physical activity, JLCF, wellness, JLIA, supervision of students, EBBB, accident reports, ECA, building and ground security, IJO/KA, school, community, and home relations, JG, assignment of students to classes, JHC, student release precautions, JLC, school health services, JLD, school guidance and counseling, and DJG, vendor relations, and DAF, administration of federal grants.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I have a quick question. It's not on the agenda, but I guess it could fall under financial. Should we discuss as a board potential cuts to the budget?
Yes.
Or should we discuss that on February 4th?
I think it would be helpful to discuss what could possibly be. If the budget committee, they're proposing a 3% increase over last year's default budget, which is $11,446,860. Our proposed default budget's $11,817,330. The difference between the two numbers, between what the budget committee is proposing and what we're recommending for the default, is $370,462. Becky and I met along with Stacy right before Christmas. We got some good news. We can reduce part of that $370,462 by another $47,610 because of savings in tuition, projected savings in tuition
For special ed.
for special ed.
By how much did you say?
$47,610. Like last year, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, but it's still in play. Pinkerton buses, high school busing is not required under New Hampshire law. If we took that out of the budget, it would save us $201,013. And then, unfortunately, in order to get to that $370,000 number, we would have to eliminate one teaching position. And that gets us down to about a $10,000 amount where we can figure we
Yeah,
can
we can figure that out.
figure it out from there. Now, we can also, let me get my little book out. We also talked about adding some items above the default.
Oh, yeah.
What Becky and I came up with was, and I can email everybody.
Yeah, please do.
Maintenance, the maintenance new equipment line, put back 2219. Replacement equipment, 1,061. Refinish the floor in the cafeteria, restripe it, $12,000. And science materials of 6150 for a total of 21,430. I'll email it to you.
Please do,
I'll
so I
email it
can
to
write
the
it up.
board, so you guys can have it, but I know we did that last year. I think the number might have been slightly higher.
It
but
was. We wanted 50,000 higher. Or the
I think that was the.
community
was-
member proposed 50,000.
Yeah.
Higher than.
And again, if the budget passes, if our budget fails, the board's gonna have to be looking at those possible reductions. Those are they're all bad choices, but they allow us to keep functioning.
Impact kids the least.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Overall.
Have the least negative impact on education and our
And
kids.
if the Warren article passes,
That's catastrophic.
that really, and that's not an understatement.
No.
That's
Nope.
catastrophic for us. Because just to function again for this year, we're proposing $11,817,330. That's our contractual obligations, everything with special ed, those are everything that we need to function as a district. The budget committee's already proposed to reduce that by nearly $400,000. If that petitioner's warrant article passes, we won't be able to keep, it will just keep getting worse and worse and worse. We'll just have to keep cutting because we can't get enough, we won't have the revenue to function.
Because, for example, what was Pinkerton, a 5% increase?
Pinkerton was 3.9.
Oh, 3.9, and health insurance was 7% increase.
And that was a good year.
And obviously, your utilities go up every year. This is not something we
And
have
again,
any control over.
we're not like the town. We have this thing called special education.
Yeah.
That we're required to, under law, to provide the services for our students. That is one of our biggest drivers in our budget.
3.8 million, actually.
How can we convey?
They don't want to
that-
hear it.
No, not to the budget, yeah, I know what the budget, to the voters, that these are the things, because I know there's the electioneering law, and you have to, you really can't, like,
It's going to be very important
But
that
I
people go
mean-
to that February 5th meeting to see what
It is
possible.
important, because we can explain it at the meeting, the impact, or if someone asks a question from the audience, we can explain it. And hopefully, folks that think we're doing a pretty good job here will put the word out for us.
Yeah.
And we're available, I know you guys are, Becky and I are available to answer anyone's questions regarding the budget.
Anybody wants to sit down and go through it, fine tooth comb, I'm there.
Yep, same
But
here.
they don't want to.
well, what I find frustrating is that one particular budget committee member routinely construes, like, any type of discussion we might have with people about potential budget cuts that they're forcing us to, potentially forcing us to make as fear-mongering.
It's not.
It's very
Well,
frustrating.
they don't want certain things.
But as school
Did
board
I- you know, they
members,
don't
it's
wanna
your
take away
job to
high school
inform
buses.
voters what the impact of a vote is. And it's not fear-mongering.
But
It's the truth.
There was one, I've listened to one of the meetings, and there was one budget committee member, the person I'm referring to, who said, Stephanie, promise me you're not gonna
Promise me you won't put out there what
talk
the
to
cuts will
people,
be.
like, you're forcing us to consider cutting stuff, but you don't want us to discuss what we might have to cut with the residents of this town. On what planet does that logic make sense?
They need to know.
Unfortunately, the majority of the budget committee members have the attitude, well, we can't afford it, and it's up to the school board to figure it out.
But we can't afford it. So.
And they don't, like, I've tried to, because I think it's a salient point, but if you look at our numbers, when I went back last year, we're slightly above the state average. So we're not spending, factually, it's an objective fact. We're not, when you compare us to the state average, going back 6, 7 years, we're not spending an exorbitant amount of money. And like I said at the first public hearing, this is New Hampshire. We have no sales tax, we have no income tax.
There's no
So everything
revenues.
falls to the local property taxes. It's the same in every town. It's not a Candia phenomenon, but they just, like, I know they're not stupid people. They understand it, right? But, like, they just won't acknowledge it.
They don't understand it.
I think they do. They
I
just
think
don't.
They've even made the comment of, well, you need to write your own curriculum. Well, in order for us to write our own curriculum, we need a curriculum person. That curriculum person is gonna cost us more than the curriculum costs.
Over time it would.
So, they want us to charge for buses, that's what, 10 grand? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think, you had identified cutting the Pinkerton buses because it's not required by law and it doesn't affect the kids here, which is our.
Well, it doesn't affect
But it is gonna
education.
create havoc for a lot of
Oh, no,
families
it
in this
does.
town.
Oh,
If-
no,
if-
there's no doubt.
Yeah.
And it's,
But where else are you gonna find 200,000?
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like.
right, but then, now follow it through. If that petitioner's warrant article happens again,
Yeah,
we don't have that anymore to cut.
yeah.
And we won't be able to add it back in because that's more than 3%.
But if we were to discuss cutting Pinkerton buses with people, because that's something that might happen, and they get upset, then we're just rabble-rousing and
But
fear-mongering,
you're
according
not.
to the budget, no, I know, according to the budget committee.
No.
Well, no, the
It's like-
budget committee doesn't want us to cut high school busing.
what do they want us to?
They-
Oh, it's your budget, you find it.
They will not make a recommendation, a valid recommendation as to where we could find $200,000. They've made a couple of references, we could save $30 on cell phones, we could save 10,000 on,
Well, I was in a meeting where
busing
they
and-
said we didn't need an assistant principal.
right, and they won't come spend a day to see what our assistant principal
To
does.
see what it's like, just,
Come on in.
not even a whole day, just come for a
5
couple,
minutes.
Couple hours.
a couple hours. Especially after a vacation or right before a vacation. You get a real bird's eye view of what it's like in any school, just not here, but any school.
Any Tuesday for some reason. Come
Tuesday.
on over.
And there's been a lot of talk in New Hampshire about school choice. Well, the problem is that if you vote into school choice, that means everybody else's problems are gonna come to us too. So we can't take that risk.
And you only get, and you could be paying for, because other districts' kids coming in, you only get 80% of their per pupil. So you could be paying more for your own kids and having other kids from other towns come here, and you're making, they get to come for less money.
Yeah.
That-
Anyway, so we'll probably discuss it. I don't know. You can put, please come to the meeting
You can,
On
you can-
February
you can
5th,
advertise that there's a
posts.
meeting.
and see what possible cuts will need to be
You
made
can
due to
ju-
the budget committee's recommended budget, right?
You can't say that.
Well,
You can say, reminder to residents, the deliberative session is being held, February 5th, 6 o'clock. Items to be discussed, budget committee, budget proposal, give the number, our budget proposal, period, and you're good. You just can't.
We as individuals
You as individuals.
can do whatever, I mean, we're representatives of the people, so we could talk to the
You can
people
talk
in
to
this
people.
town.
Or you can
It's
talk
not-
to the people, but
That's
posting it
different.
online is a little.
That's different than
iffy.
an online, like a
Yeah,
a
yeah,
mass
as a
communication.
group, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
that's
you remind
kind of
people.
what we have to do,
and-
is tell people.
Yeah, it has to get out there or parents won't know, and then they're gonna end up with no high school busing and be like, what happened?
Right, because it's hard, because some kids, parents who have kids, they may just go to Pinkerton, and they might not know, you know, so it's hard.
Yeah, they're not involved, in the K through 8 budget
Process.
process.
Well,
So
that's
if you know any
really
high school kids.
pisses me off too, because if we did have to cut the busing, the budget committee wouldn't take any response, like, you
No.
forced us to pick something, well, you should have cut something out, what, but they won't tell us.
But they won't tell you, because they
And it's
don't,
our fault now, kids don't have a way to get to school in 2 towns over. It's like,
I've asked, what do they feel that we're over budgeting on? What do you feel is fraudulent? They don't know. They just say it's just too much money, that's all. Well, yeah,
Because they make a false equivalency to like the GP, God, what is it? The increase where your social security's based on.
yes, the cost of
The
living
cost of living
increase of
adjustment.
2.7%, so that's why they
They
did 3%.
think that everything should be around that. Well,
It
that's
isn't.
not how schools function. It's just not the same it's apples to oranges, the model. You just can't budget that way. You simply can't. Because of what we're required to pay for.
So, we don't have any public for an opportunity for them to speak. We have no non-public, great.
Nope.
And then upcoming agenda item is the school care information that we have in our packet.
That's just background information
Are-
regarding.
Are we still looking around?
We are.
Okay, good.
Making progress.
Good.
On trying to find another vendor.
School care is what they have right now.
School care is
But we're having to pay 100 and,
they manage, they manage
127,000?
our plans for us. So we're trying to find another, company to do that. We have Cigna as the health provider, and they provide the actual insurance, like Blue Cross or
Yep.
whatever. But school care is supposed to be negotiating the best prices for its members. So we're looking for another vendor.
they estimated 16% increase, but we ended up with 7,
That's correct.
and then we have to pay in 127,000
Our increase,
from our
our
budget.
increase was the lowest increase that they gave to fellow member districts. a number of districts in
And it
South
does look like
Central
they based it off of cases and
received
usage
14,
and things.
16%.
which is
Some got hit with a 20
did, right?
plus.
Yeah. I just looked at it real quick.
But some got hit with a 20% plus the assessment. It's significant.
All right. So any other items? Next meeting will be kind of quick, so,
Try to
So
keep it
5
short.
o'clock. next
5
meeting.
o'clock
5
here,
o'clock.
and then we move over to the gym at
Just
like
walk down.
5:45.
Yep.
And when is that?
February
February
5th.
5th.
I think I have it in my calendar.
Yeah, public hearing.
The
It's
snow
the
date
same
would
night as we
be
normally would.
7th at
The
the
7th at 9.
Yeah, I have it.
It's at 6:30.
14th, 6:30, to hear the budget committee's thoughts on,
Maybe a public hearing next week.
You know, not for nothing, but is that
okay.
town hall gonna be big enough? Because I think teachers might come.
I don't know if Becky's putting the word out.
They always have the hearings, there, but where else would they do it?
I have a question.
It's gonna be, I mean, it was crowded last time, right, when we went, and it was just a few parents
Yeah.
filled up. The teachers come, could be even, it's not my circus, not my monkeys, right? So I
Do we
just-
have a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Oh geez, I'm standing up putting everything
Second?
away.
I'll second. Everybody in favor? Aye.
Sorry.